Hi, I will be introducing to my tool, the Test Limits Manager. So as a test engineer, are you facing with a bad user interface when you're updating your limits for your test program? Is your limits exporter to the test program having bugs? And you have to perform a lot of manual copy pasting to fix your test when modifying from the limits tool to your test program. This can be solved with the Test Limits Manager. So what we do is that we have a user interface for managing the test limits, where we define all the uh, test name, test number, binning, description, metadata, and then you also define the sequence, how your test should be executed, in what order, grouped per instance or test group, and combination of both is what will be done at the background, and automatically via git commit push we would update our test program software. So really you need to work only in the test limits manager tool, where you write down the branch of your test program software and you press a button, and the information from here would simply pass over to your test program software. That's how your limits are seamlessly updated without problems. And then you can go ahead and use your test program software either on the testers, whichever tester you're using, or on the simulator. So let's go and look at an example how this would look like in practice. Let me show. This would be the test limits file, where you have the whole database of all the tests. Um, you have the module, test number, test name, the limits, upper limit, lower limit, description, metadata here. And you have the test flows, which defines the sequence of execution of the test. So reading the tester hardware ID, continuity test, which has the group of continuity already attached to this test instance, and you have the current measurements, etc. So this would really define the sequence top to bottom. Now, the example I want to give is, for example, I want to change the limits of some continuity test. I want to relax the upper limit to from minus 1.5 to 0 volt, and let me make it 0 volt. Okay, now I want to update my database saying relaxed upper limit, and I would just save this relaxed upper limits, so there was no violation. Now I would like to go to my test flows and export only my group of continuity tests. So I click on continuity. I write down my feature branch of my test software. So in this case, let me call it my branch 1. I enter the commit message that modified limit conti, and I export only this section of limits. So export selected flow. And now this would, in your feature branch of your Git repository, this would have a new commit message with the limits already applied in this new commit where you have modified it. Thank you. And if you have any more requests to add more features to automate your process even further, I will be happy to support. Thank you.